Hello everyone and welcome to the second video in our tutorial series. This tutorial will cover everything that we can do in-game along with making sure we selected the correct server to play on. Now, if you look here, we have Mystical Kingdoms RP, OG stats, and auto engrams on the Val map. It is PvP and it can host up to 20 players. The more players we get, the bigger of a server we can afford. So if we want to see those numbers go up, the more players the better. Now, since the state of ARK's servers are trash, we have to click refresh in order to refresh it to show how many players are currently online, along with the ping and day, right? So we're going to click join. Upon clicking join, you will see if you're on Steam all of the mods that you need to have downloaded. If for whatever reason this isn't working, you can go into the Discord channel, which will be in the description of this video. Go to the mods page and manually download each of the mods needed in order to get onto the server. So I'm going to jump into the server and we're going to go over a couple things that will be useful for new players. So, first of all, as soon as you get into the game and after you create your character, using the mod that allows you to have different hairstyles and beard styles, which is personally one of my favorite mods ever, you will see that there are two regions. There is the prison chamber and then there is cell 2. Now, these are the only two options you have for spawning, and both of them will lead you to a locked cell that you'll be unable to escape. Most of you have probably already done this, entering into the game and finding the signs that have the Discord posted on it. But if you happen to join the Discord before getting onto the server, it's just important to know that the regions are custom setups, allowing us to manage verified players from the unregistered ones. For me, I'm just going to spawn at my bed. Now, as soon as you load into the game, on the left side, you will see that I've completed all of my missions. As you can see also, we have a lot of mods that go into decorating. I chose for a more nature type build. But on the left, you will see that all my missions have been completed and that you can hit Shift-N to make it go away. Let's say one of the missions, I believe, is to tame a dodo. You would go out, tame a dodo, and then after you complete that mission, you're going to open up your inventory, and on the far left side here at the top, this will let you complete the mission that you just did. So if it says tame a dodo, it will say mission is complete. And after you hit the complete button, it will add the mission rewards into your inventory automatically, and then assign you a new mission. Going back into our inventory, you will also see that there are kill missions, tame missions, gold coins trade menu, shop, and an exchange shop. We're going to be sure to go through each and every one of these. First up is the kill missions menu. Upon opening it up, you will see that there are already multiple different missions to select. One of them is to kill a Ceratosaurus. After you accept the mission, you'll be able to kill a Ceratosaurus, be able to come back into this mission menu, and then click complete to get the rewards in cash for that kill mission. We also have human NPCs on the server, so these missions here are for those. So kill 10 huntresses, thumpers, and human male hunters. As you can see, the description's kind of bugged, but you get the point. You kill things, you earn money for killing those things. Below it, we have Tame Missions menu. This will give you 500 gold for taming a level 150 RG. We plan on adding more tame missions in the future, but as of now, the mission menu on the left already has a good amount of missions for taming creatures, so we don't use the tame missions all that frequently. Also, if you're curious, in order to leave this menu, there isn't an actual button to click. All you do is you click off of the screen and the menu will disappear. going back into our inventory, if you click on the gold coins, you will see a list of the players on the server. Now, if you notice, on my character, there is a little house. This does not mean that this is me. This house means that I have a shop set up. So unfortunately, no other players have any shops right now. If they did, when I click here, it would say go to the shop. And when you click on it, you can see the shop items that other players have for sale, which I will show you how to set up shortly. But this could be a really good way. This is the in-game marketplace, basically. So if Blackfire, let's say, wanted to sell something, he could make a shop. I could click on it, and I could purchase it right from this menu, utilizing the golds I already have in my inventory. So that's a really unique system that we plan on using more in the future. For the shop, you can exchange the gold that you've earned in the game. As you can see, I've earned quite a bit, so I can purchase a lot of different items, from draconic elixirs to different types of narcotic arrows and darts. Also, resources, food, plant X, and other rare resources that you can spend money for. At the top left of this menu, you'll see the house. That is just this shop right here that you can purchase items for gold. Below that, we have the gold coin shop that has treasure chests in it that people can buy a limited amount of. So for instance, if I click on a chest, this is an early game survival gear and essentials box. It is for 200 coins. After I purchase it, I will see the items appear in my menu. Since I have some money, I'm going to go ahead and purchase that right now. As you can see, it was just added to the menu for me. Now if I go into my inventory and I open up the box, I have some meat, hide, a water skin, bed, campfire, a bow and arrow, but just a bow, and some metal pick and metal hatchet as well. So as you can see, these chests can be pretty fun to use, especially if you need some items or you just want to spend your money on something. The rarer the chest is, the more valuable the items in it are. So as you can see, this one's focused on taming and creature management, construction and decoration supplies, and then finally exploration and mobility. This one right here was a special chest that we created, giving players large rewards for 10,000 coins. So some of these will come up too. I purchased them just to test, but I can't actually open it again. But anyway, these get updated once a week. So starting every Monday, these will be updated to reflect new items that players can purchase. The next menu, we have the taming shop. You can buy different dinos that are already tamed. So if you lose an RG and you want another one, even though it's very low level, you can spend 15,000 coins to get a new RG. Or sorry, this is a griffin. This is the RG, 200 coins. And then for the mountain griffin, if you want a mountain griffin, that's 15,000 coins. Or just getting a parasaur with a saddle for 20 coins. We also have a shop for purchasing baby dinos, if you want to get that. Right now, we just have a cat for 50 coins. That is because I wanted a cat, so I put it in the shop. Below that, we have powerful world buffs that you can purchase that will affect your gameplay experience. You can reduce the weight of items that you carry, increase the amount of resources you gather, set the natural resource replenishment faster, along with making your XP faster as well. This one is bugged, we can't get rid of it, but it's 0 coins anyway. So these are the world buffs that you can purchase. Then finally, at the bottom here, we have the exchange, which is also accessible from this second button in your inventory right here. The exchange lets you take valuable artifacts that you get around the world and exchange them for gold coins. So for instance, let's say that I killed an alpha broodmother and I have a trophy for that. If I have that alpha broodmother trophy in my inventory, I can sell it on the exchange shop for 60,000 coins. This is a great way for players to earn some money, especially since some of the loot boxes that we put up are able to be sold on the exchange. One of the loot boxes that we had last week had these different talons inside of it, and players would be able to exchange those for up to 3,000 coins. So as you can see, there's a pretty intricate system when it comes to marketplaces and players being able to interact with each other. But for now, let me close that side mission screen. I'm going to show you exactly what you can do in order to start your own shop. So my shop is kind of hidden in the back here. So, if you look over here, inside of your starter kit, you will see a sell station. Once you access the inventory, you will be able to add certain items into its inventory to sell to other players. So for instance, when I click on this RG, I can put it up for sale. I can set the price to 50 coins. I click save twice, and it updates the price inside of my shop. And then you can close the menu. After you put it up for sale, you can no longer edit that sale unless you put it up for sale again. But after a player purchases something, the amount of coins that they spent on it will appear at the bottom here for you to collect. There's also an upgrade table that you will receive in your starter kit as well. If you put an item inside of the upgrade table, you can sell it automatically for a low amount of coins. So if I want to, I can sell this primitive bow for 1 coin, or I can upgrade it for 518 gold coins. Upgrading it will slowly get more expensive as it goes up, but there's also a chance that it'll upgrade a lot, depending on what the item that it is that's in there. So for instance, if I put the pick in, this is 530 gold coins to upgrade. Some items you can only sell, and some items can't go in at all. Feel free to play around with it whenever you get into the game, and you get it. The server has multiple mods that add different types of dinosaurs and dragons. As you can see here, we have a Bloodstorm dragon. There's also a Forge dragon over there, and many different types of dragons to be seen on the server. There are lots of different dragons on the server. As you can see, this is a very large dragon. These are called Zaldrir dragons. And these dragons basically are limited on the server. Most tribes can only have one of them. After ranking up to very high tiers, players will be able to get a max of 2 of these magnificent dragons. They level up a very special way, and they're tamed a very certain way. But this is just a glimpse at the kind of mods that we have on the server and the kind of freedom we like other players to have on the server. On top of this, we also have a mod called Glyph Transformations. Now, the important thing about Glyph Transformations is it lets you transform into basically any creature you want, as long as it is level 1000 or higher. In order to get access to it, you have to get access to your radio wheel. On computer, that's R, and you click on Glyph Transformations. Clicking on this will allow you to transform into the creature that you have captured inside of one of their special capture devices, which looks like a cryopod, but it's red, and is able to be crafted in your inventory. Players that choose to transform into another creature have a few days after joining the server to tame a creature, get it up to a high enough level, and then have the choice of saying that that creature is what their true form is. So for instance, I got this creature, leveled him up to level 1000, and I have set this creature as my true form. Within this allows me to transform into him whenever I want. Players that do not choose to put a creature into their bio when creating their character need to have a place to transform before they can transform. So for instance, I choose this altar right here. Let's say my character is not a dragonkin. He can stand right here, and for roleplay reasons, stand in the circle, and then can transform from there. So if I do say in my character creation sheet that my character can transform, then he can transform wherever he wants. If I don't say in my character sheet that my character can transform, then I can only transform when I'm standing inside a certain area, right? And you can designate that area. You can make it something like this stone area I have here, or you can make it just a circle with a bunch of torches, as long as it's something that you can roleplay. Other than that, we have multiple different decoration mods. As you can see, my character has a beard and hair that is not within the base game. And then we also have CKF, which allows us to build massive medieval-like structures and decorate the inside of those structures, as you saw before. Now this right here is really important. This is a rookery. In order to rank up in your kingdom, you have to build and place a rookery, or a raven's rook. If you want to send a message to somebody, you go into your crafting menu, and you can search up documents. In order to write a letter, you need to create a document and an envelope. After you write the document, you can drag the envelope on top of the document and sign it and close it. After you do that, you can hold your interact button on the rookery, click send letter, and then you will have different houses that you can send that letter to. You can send both the letter and an item if you want. Do make sure that when you place down the rookery that you rename it to whatever your house is. So for instance, mine is renamed to Kingdom of Stonehenge. By holding interact, rename Raven's Rook and naming it to your kingdom's name. If you receive new letters, a flag will appear above the rookery, allowing you to get into its inventory, take out the letter, and open it up. So you can take out the letter, open it up, and then if there's any items sent with it, they will be shown in a box, and you can take the box out and open the box up as well. This is really useful for sending messages to other players that you don't want anyone else to see. It should be noted that when the players spawn in, after they get released from their cell, there will be a starter kit for them. Inside the starter kit, there will be a RG that lets them fly around the map, along with a armor set and other goodies that they'll be able to use upon entering the server. So basically, the starter kit is used to make sure the players have a good foothold in the world before setting out on their own. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon inside Mystical Kingdoms.